This is the second paragraph of chapter 1 of Mansfield Park. Now, in the previous paragraph, we have seen that the correspondence between the sisters, that is, between Mrs. Price and Mrs. Norris, had come to a standstill for a considerable period of time. Now their homes were so distant and the circles in which they moved so distinct. That is, the homes in which the sisters uh, dwelt was so distant, and the society and the circles in which they moved was so distinct that the chance of uh, meeting between the two families was next to impossible. Now, by the end of 11 years, Mrs. Price could no longer afford to cherish pride or resentment, or to lose one connection that might possibly assist her. Now, the almost 11 years had passed since any correspondence took place between the sisters. Now, after the end of 11 years, Mrs. Price thought of renewing the connection between herself and her sisters, because she was of the view that her sisters, who were in a better social standing and both economically and financially, they could be of some help to her and her family. A large and still increasing family, and husband disabled for active service, but not the less equal to company and good liquor, and a very small income to supply their wants, made her eager to regain the friends she had so carelessly sacrificed. Now Mrs. Fanny had been giving birth to one children after the other, because of which their family became very large, and her husband was disabled for active service. But at the same time, the husband had become drunkard and had started consuming liquor. So they had very small income to supply their wants, and Mrs. Price thought of regaining the friendship that she had so care- carelessly sacrificed. Now she wrote a letter to Lady Bertram, which spoke of so much contrition and despondence. Now let us look at the meaning of contrition. Contrition means the state of feeling remorseful and penitent, and despondence means depression of spirits from loss of courage or hope. Now, uh, she addressed Lady Bertram in a letter which spoke so much contrition and despondence, such a superfluity of the children. So she wrote a letter in which she spoke of her deplorable conditions, and she spoke of the superfluity of children, that is, the increasing number of children she was having with each passing year, and of such a want of everything else as could not but dispose them all to a reconciliation. So she had uh, written a letter to Mrs. Thomas Bertram, in view of the fact that they might bestow some assistance to her and her family. She was preparing for her ninth lying-in, and after bewailing the circumstances and imploring their countenances as sponsors to the expected child, she could not conceal how important she felt they might be to the future maintenance of the eight already in being. Now she was preparing for her ninth lying in. So she was about to give birth for the ninth time, and after bewailing the circumstances, let us look at the meaning of bewailing. Bewailing means lamenting or mourning. So after lamenting, after imploring their countenance, after bewailing the circumstances and imploring their countenances as sponsor to their expected child, she could not conceal how important she felt they might be to the future maintenance of the eight already in being. So Mrs. Price was of the view that Lady Bertram and Sir Thomas Bertram could help or could provide some kind of assistance to Price's family, and they could be of help to the 8 children that were already there. Her eldest was a boy of 10 years old, a fine-spirited fellow who longed to be out in the world, but what could she do? Was there any chance of his being hereafter useful to Sir Thomas in concerns of his West Indies property? Now, the youngest sister, she had a boy of 10 years old who was the eldest among all his siblings. He was a fine spirited fellow, and she contemplated if Sir Thomas Bertram could employ him in one of his property at the West Indies or some other colonies where he had properties. Now, in those days, at the when time in which Jane Austen had composed this novel, the upper class society, like Sir Thomas Bertram's family, they used to have properties in the colonies of various countries. Such for instance, in India, they would have some property in India. They would have some property in West Indies from where they would earn a living. So Mrs. Price was of the view that uh, if it would be better if Sir Thomas could give his eldest son of 10 years age some occupation in one of the colonies in which he had property.